Hello to the gamers. We're back. We're playing Final Fantasy 16. I don't know if you're still watching this. I don't know if I'm streaming to myself. I don't know. I don't know what's going on, quite frankly, but I'm having a good time. We have to speak with Karen. Karen! Karen, I need... Hang on, can I see my potion stack? I guess I can go. Wait, just relax. Karen! It's a freaking stop. You know what I'm talking about? Ozzy Osbourne? Hello, Karen.
So what God's forsaken corner of the realm is Sid dragging you off?
I was
to
hoping
this
you would
town?
remind me.
Oriflamme.
Karen. Helena Bonham Carter is Karen.
And what business would you lot have in...
Zayn Malik is Clive.
I don't want to know.
Do I need to purchase a new weapon? I don't think I should purchase a new weapon. Honestly, I don't think you got anything for me. You do have some new equipment. Timothy Chalamet is Clive. By the way, I hate to inform you of this because I'm sure it'll annoy you, it'll bother you. My view of The Bear Season 2 has officially been pushed back for another 90 days. Can I tell you why? I saw a tweet with a picture of the lead character who is apparently named Carmi. Is that right? And it said, I can't stop thinking about how The Bear Season 2 has working class Carmi in what is clearly an expensive white tee. And I said, nope, you ruined it. I'm never going to watch this show. At least 3 months... I've suspended my intention to view the show because of that person. Just because of that person. This Twitter has done irreparable damage to the ability of people to enjoy media. The dude makes sandwiches. He's wearing a $50 t-shirt. That's taking you out of the show. Then apparently the show's not that good. That's the only thing I can derive from that, okay? Anyway, Heatwave. Do I use Heatwave? Do I use Heatwave? Is Heatwave my ult? I don't think we need this. I don't think we need that.
Speaking of Oriflamme, I hear the trading routes leading south have seen more than double the usual traffic. If you ask me, somewhat foul's brewing.
Get off Twitter? No, that's where I see funny videos. Did you see the girl wearing the dress that looked kind of like a tennis ball and then the dog hit her with a drop kick right in her chest and knocked her into the pool? I can't leave that kind of content behind. It brightens up my day. Clive, was it? I'm sorry. I've decided that we can't do side quests because if we do side quests, I mean, maybe some cool ones, but I'm not delivering any more loaves of bread or, you know, wheels of cheeses or anything like that.
That's all it's ever been. Talk. He's convinced it's the right thing to do. We'll be leaving for the capital shortly.
Well, you couldn't have picked a better moment.
There are side quests later that have a plus sign. Oh, now we're talking.
His legions are on the march again.
This was great about having played Final Fantasy 16 is like by Friday I was probably ahead of a lot of people, but now it's been like 4 days since I played. Everybody else is on the final boss and they can tell me the best way to enjoy it. It's like you've been to the hottest restaurant in town and I'm like, I want the andouille sausage fritters, and you're like, don't get those. Get the Cobb salad, man. The Cobb salad goes crazy here.
A handful of like-minded ne'er-do-wells could melt into the back alleys of Oriflamme. No trouble. It's making it to the capital that's the problem.
Yeah, public transit, isn't it?
That's right. Anyone travelling in or out of Oriflamme has to go through Northreach.
My father invented the Cobb salad. Yo, you're a Ty Cobb's kid?
Yes.
I honestly couldn't even tell you what's in a Cobb salad, except I think that its defining element is
Gets you an audience with the
hard-boiled eggs.
And it's the Dame who'll see you safely through Northreach. I'll send a Stolus in the morning.
Corn. Wow, I had no idea.
We go
Avocado, maybe? There's avocado in it?
I'm sure you'll get on like a house on fire.
That's good of you, but who is this dame, and where will I find her?
She's the proud
Corn, hold the
proprietress
cob.
of
Oh, I
Northreach,
get
is
it.
40,000
I'm stupid.
hills.
I don't have any glycogen in my brain. That's why you were saying there's corn in a cob salad, because of corn on the cob. Hold the cob. I get it.
Don't go blinding her with your charm now, lad. I'll be expecting a full report when you get back.
Okay, pervert. Wowing in bed, just like Owen Wilson did. Well, I'm wowing in bed just like Owen Wilson did. Ooh, you know what I'm talking about? Alliant reports are now available for viewing by speaking to GOT at the Alliant report counter. Okay. No, it's the bare naked ladies again.
I suppose that's everything. Notify
Speak
Gav.
with Gav. The nose knows. I know that song. Track 3 off of Gordon. It's a classic.
Someone's in a hurry.
Just
You know,
follow
for a
the
guy
orders.
who eats a lot of salads, I don't know that much about salads.
Can't all be as obedient
I could
as
tell
you,
you what's in a
Gav.
Caesar salad. I could tell you what's typically in a garden salad. I don't know what's in a niçoise. I don't really know what's in a Cobb salad. I don't really understand the concept of a chopped salad. I don't really know what it is.
Is this all of us?
Actually, Gav won't be coming.
He's got a rhinoplasty
Just the
appointment.
3 of us, then.
Drake's head is the keystone of the Empire. Oriflamme's in chaos, yes, but that doesn't mean we can march.
Niçoise is tuna and
The
olives.
fewer our numbers, the better our chances of going on no.
I like both of those things. That sounds not very good.
And
But
should that plan fail,
wait, maybe it sounds
have our
amazing.
icons to fall back on.
Canned tuna or
don't know if I can.
non-canned tuna.
Ifrit still seems to come and go as he pleases.
Ordinarily, priming an icon comes naturally to a dominance.
Depends on the restaurant. Either.
Then you are
Really?
no ordinary dominance.
Well, he's still got the blessing of the Phoenix, doesn't he?
Not to mention what he sucked out of Garuda. And did I ever tell you about how it was once the greatest shield in Rosaria?
How do you feel about
I reckon
macaroni
he could
salad?
probably cause a path out of the capital on his own if need be.
I'm like,
Let's try not to
I'm
find out.
I have strong opinions about
Less likely to be
pasta noodle
sponsored
shape,
food
and I
trucks.
acknowledge them as being insane.
let you
I don't
know
think there's
for
any
each
reason
issue
for it,
does.
but just the shape of macaroni is like disgusting for me.
You two behave now.
The concept of a pasta salad is not something I'm that into to begin with, but like a pasta salad with penne or rotini or something like that, I can sort of like, I can muster the enthusiasm to eat it, but something with macaroni is just like, I just can't do it, man. There's just something about it. I know they're the same. I mean, they're kind of the same. People will be like, oh, the shape of something doesn't change its function. Okay, how about amino acids, dumbass?
So, we're meeting in Northreach. And will I find Sid and Jill before this dame finds me?
Owned. He's owned me. Can I fast travel here? Can I... Mods, spin this guy around really fast. No, mods, how do I get to this place? Should I travel to the Dragon's Eyrie and then travel westward? That seems sensible. That'll do. I hear what you're saying. I'm goated. Me when my amino acids change shape. Bro, I don't even want to fight. You're level... no, I'm out of here. I'm not going to drop like a limit break on you. I'm out of here. I got to run 400 meters. That could take me like 2 minutes here. I'm not fighting a level 15 wolf at level 22. It's just an insult. I remember in 12th grade, I had a... well, I had biology class, as you might expect. I remember our teacher gave us a question that was like, knowing that changing the shape of proteins... Or like... long story short, how would you change the shape of your hair, knowing that hair is made of protein, which is essentially a string of amino acids? My dumb ass said, well, they could invent something that's like a really hot treatment you put on your hair so that it denatures the proteins via the addition of heat, which then leads to the proteins degrading and changing their shape. And then after writing that whole answer... I had an epiphany and said, or I guess you could just cut it. And then I remember my teacher giving me full marks and circling the part at the end and just writing like a smiley face.
Give me one of those fish. Whole from the sea of rice.
With reds, whites,
He did
ale,
way too much.
mead, ciders, perries, murrays.
The right to confiscate any objects forbidden by the throne.
I can't get in there. Hang on. Search for the dame. Apparently I should be in, I should be for the Portland Trailblazers. I should be looking for the Portland Trailblazers, right? You know what I'm talking about? The Portland Trailblazers? Find a woman? A woman? Miss, for $1, can you find a woman? Any woman? Ah! I don't get it. Dame Lillard is a, is not only the guy who played Shaggy in the Scooby-Doo movies, he's also a great basketball player for the Portland Trailblazers.
I doubt you could afford even that much of my time. Branded.
My mistake.
No, mine. Upon reflection, you don't have the scent of a branded about you. The flowers. Otto always did know how to please.
Note to self, who's Otto? Ah, Chief Steward of Sid's Hideaway, who manages the day-to-day running of their operation in his friend's stead. I knew that.
More than Sid ever did anyway. Do you think you could please me, Clive?
She got the damn harmonica around her neck.
Let us leave such impersonal titles to my less preferred. Cleon.
Monica!
You can call me.
My
as
reaction when someone says harmonica.
I could trust
Monica! I am Ja Rule from Too Fast, Too Furious.
You can trust me, yes, but why would you?
help
I
you,
thought that was a pretty good one.
because that's what
Petawawa when a sheets opens up in town. Don't even start with that, okay?
I have never forgotten that.
Petawawa when a sheets opens up in
Without
town.
it,
Colon, it's like I was made for this.
Not where I am
Thanos.jpg.
today. And so, I make it a point to do the same whenever possible. Which brings us here,
She's got hair like a hat, man.
to the final obstacle between you and whatever it is you seek in the holy capital.
Parkour.
I fear the guards are not likely to let a masterless bearer pass unmolested.
Now, of all the
Unless-
phrasings you could use,
Unless.
Unless, of course, his master deigned to appear. Yeah.
Final Fantasy XVI DLC needs a character who talks like a 17-year-old in 2023.
I shall expect a favor in return.
Wait, what?
Everybody talks like Littlefinger. We need somebody that talks like a 17-year-old TikTok millionaire. For real. So true. Bro, Clive is one of God's strongest soldiers in the IDGAF war. Speak to Isabel? What the hell were we doing for the last 15 minutes?
We cannot have people thinking I tolerate disobedience from my branded.
The men who gave me this are no more my masters than you are. But it's not as if I can hide it.
From the moment you acquired it, that brand has done naught but take. But today, it is going to give you exactly what you want. Just play along.
My Phoenix power always gets me kisses. No, it doesn't. Nyum, 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 nyum,
But
nyum,
of
nyum.
course,
See, I
we
told
must
you.
make ready to welcome you,
Click
my
the link in my bio to get the Phoenix power for yourself. It'll get you unlimited kisses.
Why, my new escort. The streets aren't safe for a girl, what with all the royalists about.
Well, don't work him too hard.
Well, that rather depends on you.
Don't make
now,
me do
doesn't
the
it?
ooh no
I'll
spicy
see you
again.
all at sunset.
That's just... That's for sap kind of
Oi,
delusion.
Hold up.
Hey, hey, hey! Dr. Han, I am a god. I'm actually two gods.
Another fucking branded. Well, you're lucky you're with the dame. Get out of my sight.
I just watched the
Filth.
library video on the all the TikTok cringe. That's out already? That was like less than like 18 hours ago that I did the bit. That's remarkable. You had to source
That
like
wasn't so bad.
4 or 5 different cringe bits
Wasn't
that
so bad.
I didn't even link.
They
You
might
just
have
had to
recognized me.
find them, then you got to edit the video and post it.
And even if they had, they wouldn't have
That's
done anything
insanity.
about it. The gentlemen of the garrison are some of my best customers. We have
There were like 10 clips in
an
there.
arrangement.
It's impressive, honestly.
Now, if you'd care to follow me,
The devil
can
works
speak
hard,
more
but the
in the vein.
librarian works harder. But nobody works harder than the set designers from Greta Gerwig's upcoming film
Doesn't
Barbie.
seem like I have much of a choice.
What do you think's gonna happen to social media if Barbie ends up with like a 39 on Rotten Tomatoes? I don't think it will, because Greta Gerwig has a great track record, but like, anything's possible right now.
and if anyone requests her company, tell them she is feeling.
What if Oppenheimer gets like a 17? After Christopher Nolan built his own custom atomic bomb and dropped it for the movie.
Shall I have one of the girls draw a bath?
That won't be necessary.
Me watching Oppenheimer on my phone while I'm listening to music on Spotify on my second monitor while I'm playing Final Fantasy 16 DLC at the same time, just like Christopher Nolan intended.
To the veil.
She's made 2 movies, one good and one boring Little Women remake. Yeah, but it's not her fault the book is boring. Also, have you ever seen the video? I mean, it's edited, obviously, but the Infinity War theater reaction, but it's when Bob Odenkirk shows up in Little Women. That's a classic. Speak with Isabel! Brother, what have I been doing all stream so far?
Thank you for seeing me through the gates, my lady. I am in your debt.
Well, that was the whole point, wasn't it? And I told you, it's Isabel. Whatever wound you so tight, I wonder. It's certainly not Sid's influence.
You, mentioned a favor. What is it you'd have me do? I don't want to keep my commitment.
Okay.
If you mean Sid and the girl, you needn't worry. They have yet to reach the checkpoint.
You can't fast travel when there's enemies
Otto
nearby.
asked me to help them as well. But to answer your question, I need you to find someone for me. One of my girls. Tatienne has been gone for several days now, having left no word of explanation.
Let me guess, she's 150 meters
I've
away,
begun to fear the worst.
surrounded by 4
I feel as if I've
hummingbirds.
spent my whole life searching for people. Though I can't say I'm any good at it.
I trust you'll do your best. Oh, and take this.
3,000 gil. Seal obtained. You accept the moon and stars from Isabel.
Trust. And hopefully enough to keep prying eyes from looking too closely at that handsome face of yours. Now, I have matters to attend to at the Iron Flagon. If you find anything, ask for me there.
Quest accepted. I'll prioritize that one. Don't mind if I do.
I should probably start here.
Veil Courtesan.
You wear the dame's brooch. She must trust you.
I mean, I was talking to her about
Enough to
8
have me
seconds
look for one
ago.
of your colleagues.
You
A
should
woman
play
by
The
the
Witcher
name of
3 if you
Tatienne.
like this much dialogue.
She's still missing.
Who's gonna tell them?
If only I'd comforted her.
You saw her before she disappeared.
The
Okay.
day before, she was in tears. She'd lost her comb, a gift from the dame.
Me when I lose
It
my
wasn't
comb.
anything fancy, but you could tell it meant the world to her. You see,
My
Tatienne
daughter,
was
when
an
she
orphan.
takes a 1 millimeter by
the
1
dame as a
millimeter
mother.
toy outside of the
I'm
house,
still
and I
young.
say, hold it tighter, you're
So
gonna
she was
lose it.
upset.
And then, like, a minute later,
wonder
she's
who's
like,
older.
Daddy, where's my toy? And I'm like,
Perhaps
oh,
someone else
fuck.
Tatienne shared a room.
Where did you
Change
drop
may
it?
have seen something.
Oh,
She's over
back
there,
there.
somewhere
She's
at the
pointing to
park.
like an open sewer grate or something like that. Oh, the
See what
sewer grate,
achievement they can
really?
tell us then.
So you're the new escort the girls have been talking about.
I've only been here for
You've already been
45
sent off
seconds.
on an errand, eh? Poor boy. You'll be knackered before the real work begins later on tonight.
I'm told you share a bedchamber with Tatienne. Did she say anything
And they were roommates.
before?
Before she went missing. Only that she needed to meet with someone. She did mention a name, but I know exactly who she meant.
You do?
Lad from the garrison. Annoying little shit. Spent every guil he earned on Tatienne, and picked fights with anyone else who tried to buy her
Isn't
time.
Tatienne the Star Wars
Followed him
planet with
around
2
like a lost
suns?
puppy. Tatienne was flattered at first, but it didn't take long for her to get scared. She thought about saying something. But the dame
So
was so
true.
proud of her for how much she was bringing
Maybe she's hiding
didn't
out
let her
in
down.
This man
Uncle
from the
Owen
garrison,
and Aunt Beru's yurt.
Did you ever see him?
Of course I did. He tried to sneak into our room enough times. Slimy sod's got a scar over one eye.
A scar over one eye? Like, one Red 13 from Final Fantasy
Find
VII?
him, and you'll find her.
A man from the garrison. Seems a trip to the barracks is in order.
Well then, I suppose you'll need a little something to remember me by.
Alright, see you later. Doesn't Red 13 make your pee-pee smaller? +2, +2, it's a joke about food additives. I'll give you a +2 for that one. That sounds like a Sips joke. And as a result, I respect
The
it.
bones fell favorably.
I'm looking for a man with a scar over his eye.
Looking
He's,
for a man?
slicker than the guy with the thing on his eye.
Fuck off.
Hold your tongue. He wears the dame's brooch. One word from him and the Vale's doors will be barred to us for good.
There's only one man in the garrison with a dodgy eye. His name's Yannick. I haven't seen him around lately, though.
On account of him being in war. Yeah, Yannick left a few days back. Said he had dealings with a merchant there.
The dame thanks you. Moor is the last village on the road to Oriflamme.
Holy cow, man. We need to get these people some phones. This could all be solved with one group chat.
Clive, tell me you bear good tidings.
That remains to be seen.
Hello. Did I tell you that I watched Medea Witness Protection last week? I had a lot of packing and dishes and YouTube stuff to do last night, so I decided to watch a little bit more of a sophisticated comedy. The Medea movies, they're great, but sometimes you're in the mood for like a more of a slow burn. I watched Tina Fey and Amy Poehler's 3 out of 10 movie Baby Mama. First time I've ever seen it.
Plan on traveling to Moor to
Natural follow-up question, was it good? No, not really. I've got nothing against Tina Fey. Mean Girls is a great movie. I didn't watch much 30 Rock, but people seem to like it a lot, even in the modern day. But Baby Mama...
little love for bearers, and will not hesitate to report one such as you to the constabulary. There is a man in Moor who owes me a favor. More than one, in fact. His name is Bertrand, and he works at the stables.
Do you have anything against Amy Poehler? No, not at all. But I don't know if she wrote Baby Mama. They do, it is, like, I hate to be a hater. Sorry, I've got to go speak with Bertrand and more. But someone in chat said Amy Poehler and Tina Fey have strangely bad comedic chemistry. I think that's true. Like, they're both pretty funny, and they're obviously friends, but for some reason, like, together, they just don't have that kind of Kevin Hart, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson sort of synergy. Can I need to figure out how to get out of here. I need a golden chocobo to travel faster, otherwise the Midgar's Olim is gonna get me.
Oriflamme, how many bearers suffer to keep your granaries full?
You're right, it's because they're both the same size, roughly. If one of them was like 5'6", 140, and one of them was 6'4", 280, then it would probably be like hilarious.
That's enough for today, Branded.
This summer, Kevin Hart is small and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is big. And Kevin Hart talks really fast. And Dwayne The Rock Johnson talks pretty slow.
That's enough gambying. Up, the lot of you. There's still work to be done.
The big guy, small guy combo, it always works. It's undefeated in comedy. Is this Moore?
If the people of Moore are as intolerant as Isabel says, it's no wonder the Empire never sent my unit here.
This is Moore, dude. Hello, Bertrand.
Are you Bertrand? The dame sent me.
Sounds about right. Only time I hear from her is when she wants something.
Well, you guys do live 75 meters apart.
One of her courtesans has gone missing, and I need to find her. A soldier who may have information on her whereabouts is rumored to have come here to meet with a trader.
Many traders stop to peddle their wares on their way to the capital, but only one's been seen quarreling with a soldier.
Is he still here?
Now go back and talk to Isabel.
Trader? Oh, yeah. Stubborn sod stood his ground till the soldier got tired of shouting, from what I hear. If you seek him out, keep your head down. Fact is, folks round here would sooner hang a branded than help him. And that's even with the dame's brooch for protection.
Can I just wear like a bandana or something like that? Speak with the traveling trader. Holy cow, dude! Who needs the Maytag when you got this?
Don't think he's a deserter.
Casting a little Galaga on the sheets. Holy. Does she know though that like the wind will just do it for her? Oh, they're slaves. Alright, well. My mistake. Hang on, I gotta speak to you, traveling trader.
What's this? A branded? Where's your master?
Bro, I'm a customer.
I come to you from Northreach, at the behest of the dame. Perhaps you've heard
The
of
baby
her.
mama writer also co-wrote Austin Powers 2 and 3.
I am the good lady.
You can kind of tell.
What is it that she requires of me?
There's a couple of laughs in Baby Mama, but I would definitely give it a 3. One of the laughs when Dax Shepard is on the phone and he says, I know what I said. I'm asking you if you get a family discount if someone you're related to is in Girls Gone Wild. That's a pretty good one.
But old though it was, an antique, it most certainly was.
A 3 for how many
not,
times
as
I
told
laughed.
him. Nevertheless, he insisted that it was of great value and was quite vehement about my appraisal. I stood firm, however, and for all his bluster, he still purchased a new comb, albeit an inexpensive one.
And do you know where he
This is all over a lost comb, something you can get out of a vending machine.
Whither they are bound, but as it happens, this one did. Yonder ruins, strange as it may sound.
My thanks.
So even when I had hair, I was never a comb guy. I was always like a brush guy. I guess I was a brush kid because I like went bald basically as soon as I became an adult. But like, I sort of don't understand a comb. Like, didn't God give you a comb? What do you need a comb for? Doctors don't recommend hairbrushes anymore. Doctors should stay in their lanes, okay? You're telling me I can't get a doctor's appointment to get a physical to make sure that I have like some degree of preventative medicine? People be like, oh, really, really horrible diseases? Oftentimes they're asymptomatic until it's too late. Me calling my doctor, hey, can you check me out for some terrible diseases? Oh, do you have any symptoms? No? Well, sorry, we're a little too busy. Make it make sense. Meanwhile, they're giving interviews like, oh yeah, we decided like you can't use hairbrushes anymore. It's fucking bad for your hair. And by the way, so is washing it somehow. I forgot about this move. Holy cow. I think we're doing pretty well for the first combat of the day. OMG +1. Honestly, I'll take a +1. I don't always get a +1, so you gotta take what you can get. I'd say that went pretty well. I forgot how to limit break. Click the sticks in, something like that. I'm not clicking the sticks in for level 21 wolves, but 80 gil. Really big gill. No!
Bodies.
Monica!
Well, the wolves have been busy. But the blood is long dry.
Yannick. Laurel. Ooh, free comb.
Tatien.
If that's true, then the body next to hers will be Yannick's. The girl Yannick went off to see every night. You said her name was Tatien.
You. Did you follow me?
Brother, you didn't have to follow you. I could see you from over there.
Unless you think I'd have good reason to.
The town is
But no.
12 footsteps away.
I sent to find Yannick. By the looks of things.
Or as they say in Ohio, a short drive.
And he was a jealous sod. Couldn't stand the thought of his woman.
Oh.
Then one day he sees her with a new comb.
Oh.
Thinks she's got herself a new gallant. Tells the garrison he's going to find the man and kill him. We know it's all talk, but then he disappears off to more for some dealings and doesn't come back.
If you mean this comb, it was a gift from the dame.
If only Yannick had bothered to ask, eh? He might not be rotting on a hill.
I think he meant to ask us something else. He stole the old comb and bought her a new one in the hope they'd wed.
The old comb
Where
gambit.
would they've gone? Certainly not back to Northreach with a dame waiting. And we all know what happens to deserters. Tell the dame I'm sorry for her loss.
They don't make guys with this kind of hair anymore.
I'll see that
I feel like if you watch a movie in the 80s, all the hot guys had this kind of hair.
Oh, there won't be any covering up this mess.
Is it because, like, blow dryers are not that common anymore?
Dame doesn't hold it against us. Speaking of which, I saw her in Moore just now.
Yeah, that's Ted Danson
Detail
hair.
what happened. Might sound better coming from you.
George Michael hair. Bill Clinton looking ass. I guess. Hang on, I gotta pet this guy 5 times, right, to get an achievement? I saw the tweet that was like only 38% of Final Fantasy 16 gamers have the trophy for petting the dog 5 times. For me, that seemed really high. I was like, petting the dog 5 times? Like, the average Steam game, like, only 50% of people have the achievement that's like, turn it on. But I guess Sony gamers are just built different. Now to never pet again. Oh, but sweetness follows. Hello, REM poster. That's one of my favorite REM tracks. That's off Automatic for the People, but then also on top of that, it's in the movie Vanilla Sky.
Buy, sell, or be gone.
If it was a mess.
Cameron Crowe, me when I'm in having a good movie soundtrack competition and my opponent is Cameron Crowe.
Meet you at a little chapel to the east of here.
Thank you, but you needn't have come all this way just to tell me. I was on my way to see you.
You found her then?
Here, hop in my Chevy Malibu. We'll go over and see her. Right next to the grocery store, there's a parking lot with 575 stalls.
My dear Tatien, it is by no means uncommon for a client to fall for a courtesan. Especially a client who's young and far from home. But rarely do such
Stop making fun of my
things have
purple
happy
shirt.
endings.
It's not a purple shirt, it's
I
lavender.
found this with Tatienne. I believe it was yours.
I don't want to give it up. No. It's my comb. Hey guys, I'm checking out the new Grimace shirt and
Thank you for returning.
hard cut here, and then the librarian. This is a hard cut there, and then next is me going. Meteorite. I guess it's fair. I traded a little plastic comb for a piece of a rock from outer space.
I have one last gift. A token of my thanks. The Veil counts among its patrons several high-ranking officers of the Imperial Army. According to one of the looser-tongued gentlemen, it would appear that the legions are planning to march south.
Or to mention the same thing.
Dude, bro, tell me you didn't unveil our secret plan to a courtesan.
This is no
Benedict, again?
Were I to guess, I'd say the Emperor planned to abandon the capital. But that couldn't possibly be true now, could it? Take care, Clive.
I will. And thank you again.
These courtesans ain't loyal? Why should they be loyal, man? It's a job. Did you guys see that Cardi B may have cheated on Offset? I don't know who either of these people are, but I've been told to do this quest. Before I do this quest, can you please tell me, is this a side quest where we fight, or is this a side quest where we talk to Isabel 17 times? No fighting. See ya! Rip Bozo. Oh, it's very quick. Alright. Okay.
Have you seen my Chloe? I let her out of her pen while I did my chores, but she hasn't come back yet. I think she's lost. Please, can you help me look for her?
I can't promise I'll find her, but...
Points were great.
Describe it to me.
Dude, the worst part is, like, every day my kid falls in love with a new toy.
She lets me stroke her
And if
myself.
she just makes it to the end of the day, she's like
Quiet and kind.
out of love with it. But if she loses it during the day, then like that becomes enshrined in her heart as like her favorite toy ever. The other day we were at the playground and she picked up a rock. A rock! And she was like bringing the rock everywhere. She was like, come on, rock, come down the slide with me. And then we got in the car to drive home and she said, Dad, can I take the rock on the cruise? And I was like, well, we're not on a cruise. Like, we just got off the cruise. But I was like, sure. You know, you can take the rock on the cruise. Then that night, I was like, do you want to take the rock in your crib? She was like, no, I want to take the ghost in my crib. It's like a different toy. So if she just makes it to the end of the day, then like the spell is broken. But if she loses it, then when we get home, she's like, she had this little toy. It was like a little Sumiko Gurashi, like boba tea thing. And we kept telling her, like, be careful, don't drop it. And then, like, she dropped it, and Kate was like, can mommy hold it? And she was like, no. And then she dropped it, and she lost it. And now, like, twice a day, she's like, I lost tapioca. I'm like, yeah, we lost tapioca, but that means we learned, like, to listen to mommy and daddy all the time, right? She goes, she's lost forever. It's breaking my heart, man.
I won't have idle branded underfoot.
Hey, relax. But at the same time, I'm like, well, that's why you should listen to mommy when she says, let me hold your toy for a second. Still remember when... It's Chloe! You okay?
Chloe?
I still remember when she brought a stick home from daycare, and it was literally just like a stick from the ground. And then she was walking up the stairs, and she tripped, and the stick broke in half, and she was like, ah! She was so demoralized. Kate and I were like sad, but also trying not to laugh because her reaction was like so disproportionate to the trauma she experienced.
Someone napping on the job. I hope they don't mind the interruption.
Oh, you're right. It was like a cookie or something. It wasn't a stick. I can't remember. Inspect the body. No! She got the damn Oppenheimer filter.
The crystal's curse.
The Christopher's curse.
Chloe, I was calling you. Didn't you hear me?
What?
Get up now. You've slept long enough. It's time to go home. Chloe? Why did you already turn into a rock? I only made you do a bit of magic. You knew you were my favorite. None of the other Chloes had pretty hair. It could be months before Dad gives me another one. I have to wait until they're too tired to work anymore.
Is that all she was to you? A plaything? Do you really not care that she's dead?
She's not dead. She's a rock.
Dummy.
That? The crystal's curse? That's just how she died. And now she's gone forever. Giving another bearer her name won't change that.
No, don't say that.
Bro, you're making her sad.
And without that brand, she would have been just another girl. Somebody's daughter. Just like you.
Dad said bearers don't have parents.
They do.
She deserves to be sad? Bro, she's a minor!
Families they'll never see again. But you became Chloe's family when you took her
So it's okay when Clive makes fun of a little kid, but when I make fun of like 14-year-old K-pop stans from Venezuela, all of a sudden I'm the bad guy. People are like, oh, you're 34, you're 34. $18 experience. 20 magic ash, though. Just checking. Yes, these are different situations. Right, this is a video game. Whereas, I'm a real person.
There's still work to be done. You, Brandon, here, now.
Benoit, Oriflame Grandi.
You're late. What kept you?
Late for what?
Did they tell you nothing? A wild beast is savaging my boy.
That's a roller coaster at Canada's Wonderland.
Don't just stand there gawping. Rescue him.
All right.
All right. Where is he?
My, I see they've sent me a...
Bro, isn't a wild beast ravaging your boy?
He's over that way, towards the coast.
He lost all sense of urgency.
And see that you kill the beast.
Sure. Is James Corden.
For someone whose son's in mortal danger, he didn't seem all that worried.
So true.
Something's not right here. I need to be careful.
I'm not knocking the game for this. It's just a natural part of game design, I guess. It's so funny to me that people are like, please make for the coast, my boy's in trouble. And then it's like an 8-second walk.
I'll deal with this. Get him. That's it.
But it would be so much worse as a game if it was like, hey, please help, my boy's in trouble, and then they put a marker on your map that was like a 20-minute chocobo ride away. You would be like, come on, man. Have mercy. We would call that game Red Dead Redemption. Dang, someone in chat said Red Dead Redemption 2 ass. I remember, I never played Red Dead Redemption 2, just like a different phase of my life. But I played Red Dead Redemption 1. I gotta be one of the only idiots on the planet that played probably like 40 hours of the multiplayer and like 2 hours of the gameplay, of the single player.
What is this? Your father said you were being attacked.
In the single player, every single quest was like, John Marston, there's a snake oil salesman in the damn desert. Ride for 8 minutes to get to his waypoint. Then you get to the waypoint, and he's like, don't shoot me! Bang! And then it's like, ride back to the guy who gave you the quest for 8 minutes. And then he's like, John Marston, great job. There's another guy. He's 11 minutes away. Ride along the train tracks. And I'm like, I'm sick of riding my damn horse. I guess this
wolf that's to blame.
probably shouldn't have bought a game where you ride horses and then complained about the horses, but
Needs to put an end to this before it happens again.
I was spending like half of the game just like driving to each quest marker. Hang on. We gotta loot the bodies before we speak with the nobleman.
You, Brandon, come here How dare you frighten my son? You slaughter his poor pet, and then have the gall to return.
Is this Slippin' Jimmy?
Held high. That wolf was trained. Better trained by far than your worthless kind. You are the entertainment, nothing more. And we are most certainly not entertained.
Nor am I. You'll pay for what you've done.
See? I told you, he talks too much. It's not right. I don't like him, Father.
You're not.
Your punishment will be to join me for carpool karaoke, followed by stoplight musical of Jersey Boys.
Go! Summon the unlucky wretch you answer to.
That wretch would be the dame.
That unlucky wretch would be the dame. I can summon her if you like. Though I doubt she would welcome the interruption.
You serve the dame.
Oh, the dame. Yes, of course.
With a woman of her caliber.
You look afraid. Well, how do you think those bearers in the field felt? Can you imagine their fear? Their pain? From the look of you, I'd say you're starting to get an idea of the first. Now, if you need help with the second...
Father, he's scaring me.
You think to threaten us, Branded? The dame's pet or no, I will not abide such insolence.
Can't we just buy another hound? A bigger one, a better one.
Of course, my son. I'll have the villagers fetch us another.
I was just minding my own damn business till I came over and pressed X on them.
Branded's head clean off his shoulders.
You're gonna get a dog that's gonna bite my head off?
I'm wasting my time.
I'll
Just
say.
leave those bearers lying out there. They deserve a proper burial. That much I can do at least.
Hey guys, look, the dog's biting my head off. The dog's biting my head off. Yeah, look guys, the dog's biting my head off. Oh, come on, leave the dog alone. Leave the dog alone. Whoops. My gravedigger, when he accidentally presses the jump button instead of the dig button.
Victims of the nobles' games.
Hey, did you follow me?
You must be Clive.
Holy, dude. The ascot tucked under the collar of the shirt.
Service. Like yourself.
The pocket belts?
Never gets any easier. Burying the dead.
Is that what you're here to do?
He looks like
Mistress
Fred.
has me see to it that
Wait,
my
hang
lips
on.
close.
Oh, Fred from Scooby-Doo. I thought you were talking about Fred from YouTube.
Gladly.
What's up, say, guys? It's Fred from YouTube. You remember that guy? This is a long time ago. Unfortunately. Hey, I take no responsibility. I think I was like 19 or 20 by the time Fred even started on YouTube. So I was not watching that shit. I knew who he was because it was like, he was the biggest YouTube channel. I remember being like, holy cow. This 13-year-old kid is making like $80,000 a year on YouTube. That's insane.
And when it gets here, more bearers will die. How can they think so little of sending us to the slaughter?
Simple.
For non-Jeremy. That's insane.
Bearers are tools when they're needed, and toys when they're not. And if one breaks, well, You can always buy another. Still, such attitudes don't always go unpunished.
Is this your doing?
They got that dog on
Of
them.
course not. Wolves kill. It's in their nature. Invite one into your home, he's gonna tear your throat out eventually. Same with bearers. Fed or not.
It's a pretty eventful day in this town that has like 8 citizens, huh?
What will folk do?
Like 6 bodies discovered on the outskirts of town, 4 fatal wolf attacks. It's
You don't have to.
Take it.
It was really hell in the medieval era.
Our paths may cross again.
I don't even know who you are. The Lance Armstrong head ass haircut. $150 ability points though. 30 magic dash. It's crazy. It's hell right now if you live in Texas. Sinvicta did tell me that it's 104 degrees Fahrenheit. That seems really hot. I've been in hotter, but like that's probably like the second hottest temperature I would have ever experienced. What is that in not stupid terms? Okay, it's like 40 Celsius, something like that. That's really hot. I had the first time I was in Las Vegas, it was 111 Fahrenheit one day, and that was like, I mean, it was hotter than human beings should experience for like any length of time. And then people, I don't know if people in Vegas say this or it's just people who visit there, so I'm not trying to slander the citizens of the city. But people always say like, oh, at least there's like 0 humidity. And you're like, yeah, well, you know, there's like 0 humidity like in your oven too, but like it's still fucking hot. Like, you're in a damn air fryer at that point. My sandals melted one day when I was in Vegas. It's crazy.
Any trouble on the way?
I never wanted to be like so hot that I'm like, oh, if I wear black shoes today, my feet are gonna burn.
Capital's crawling with soldiers.
And here I am, the deserter come home.
Which is
There's
why
pictures
we
in
always
Vegas
say
of
keep
traffic
the
lights
back door.
melting. That's crazy. They should turn on the AC. Listen, 40 Celsius and humid is way worse. Don't get me wrong. But like 40 Celsius and not humid is still like inhospitable to human existence. It's a W building. Oh, you? Do you come with the car?
Cheer up, you two. Can't think of a safer place in the Empire than a... brothel.
She must be eating some good sushi.
Doesn't seem very private.
So then, how do we proceed?
We'll be using the glass gate. Tonight, just after sunset.
where the shards are loaded for transport. That is one of the most heavily guarded points in all of Sambrek.
But not
That's what I was
else,
saying.
Which is a start. Besides, I know a shortcut straight to the heart.
A shortcut. And how exactly did you come to know about this fatal chink
Me
in the
when
Empire's armor?
I hear the news say it's going to be 100 degrees tomorrow and I don't realize I'm watching an American channel. Monka S. So true.
Running for dear life after being discovered by Bahamut.
Me when I'm on a Disney cruise in British Columbia and I get on the elevator and I hear an American tell me that it's cold outside. It's 55 today.
What I'm trying to
Whoa!
say is, if the powers that be know all of this, why do they sit idle and allow it to continue?
In case you haven't noticed, the God-fearing people of this realm and their pious leaders care for but one thing, themselves. And they'll do whatever it takes to hold on to power. The rest of us are just a means to an end. The moment you raise your voice against them, you're decried as an outlaw, clapped in irons and slung in a cell.
No, I mean, it is pretty cold. I'm just saying. I'm not the guy who's saying it's not even cold. I'm just saying when I hear it's 55 degrees, I'm like, I gotta go underground.
We must seem the most convenient of tools.
That's like the scene from Terminator 2 where Linda Hamilton's on the fence. And she becomes a skeleton. You remember?
Does a nobleman weep for a broken mug? A torn tunic?
Well, if it's his lavender tunic, maybe.
To them. No, this isn't a battle you can win with words.
Great, now I have to watch the whole movie in my mind again.
Nothing ever gets through.
Something so funny about John Connor's cadence in Terminator 2. Like, he sounds like he's going insane every time he talks. No, what are you doing? You gotta kill them! Of course. I am a Terminator. Terminator, you can't kill him!
Sid the Outlaw. Ah, that'll do me.
Yeah, that really hurt,
Might at
actually.
least pretend to take this seriously.
Have a little faith, Jill. Even if you don't think much of my choice of digs.
Oh, man.
My
Sorry.
deeds will be remembered. I'll gladly play the role of villain.
Sid is serving Hamish from Hunger Games vibes right now.
There'll be no turning back. So you best make ready. The world won't save itself.
I don't know why in my head I'm picturing Arnold Schwarzenegger as the Terminator going, oh shit, Terminator, what happened? Mom found the cum box. Mom found the piss drawer. She found the piss drawer, Terminator, what? Oh man, hang on. You've reached a pivotal moment in the story. If you continue, you will not be able to return. That seems fine. That means we're due for a big monster battle, I think. Rip side quests? It's okay. You gotta pick your battles.
There are not nearly enough.
Drake's head? Gee, I sure hope it does.
The yard doesn't take sentry assignment as seriously as you do. This bodes well.
That'll be a first. This may not be such a terrible plan after all.
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
Only that your last secret shortcut was nowhere near as secret as you claimed.
So it's Caracas again, huh?
Life's too short for
Yeah.
perfect plans.
Let's start with Caracas and pray it doesn't turn into Manila. Ah, Manila. Reminds me of when we were in Belgrade. Remember that? Belgrade. Haven't seen a cock up like Belgrade since Vilnius. Vilnius. I'd almost forgotten about that one. Probably because of the head injury we got in Johannesburg.
Narrowly escaping death at the hands of an enemy is not my idea of fulfillment.
Something wrong?
Just thinking about
Just wondering
Leon.
if you had finished.
Leon, haven't heard about that since I was in Valencia.
Destroy it, and the whole thing should come tumbling down.
And if the passage to the
Valencia, I ain't heard about that one since we was in Kiev.
To grow and change.
I don't think I can make that accent more insane. I think that's as far as I can go.
Come on, this way.
Holy cow, he's zooming.
Stay out of sight.
Obviously.
The passage is empty.
The limit does not exist. Whoops. Me going to the refrigerator at 2 a.m. trying not to wake up my parents. Then I close the refrigerator door too softly so it doesn't close, and 30 seconds later I hear beep, beep, beep. Hello! New high score. Get gouged. Get gouged on. I think I just tried to ult on them. Sorry, my mistake. We should be limit breaking on the regular. It recharges so fast. Hang on. What the hell is this combat? The thing about the combat in Final Fantasy XVI is that it looks like you're doing a lot, but really you're pressing like 4 buttons. Like, I don't know if my tweet went through because the website's like 99% broken, but Dan tweeted, I had a great time with Final Fantasy XVI. One question, does the combat ever get harder? I replied with Tim Robinson drinking from his water bottle and then saying, not really. Like, it is a little bit too easy. That's my one genuine complaint about Final Fantasy XVI.